Good to go. All right, welcome to Southwood County 2000 Field here on this beautiful Saturday morning for Homecoming 2020 for Assumption High School and your Assumption Royals as they take on the 1-0 Rosholt Hornets. Good morning again, everyone. Steve Aves alongside Mike Wendlandt here in Wisconsin Rapids. As the Rosholt Hornets, again, 1-0 on the year, knocking off the Pacelli Cardinals last week. Isaac Sikosh at quarterback. Bo Nevedomski on the they're saying Nui Adomski. I think it's Nevedom. I'm going to say Nevedomski until I'm told different. As the Rosholt Hornets in their home or their road whites, that always confuses me. That's one thing that is yet to be told to me why. All the other sports, basketball especially, your home uniforms are your white uniforms, and the away uniforms are your dark uniforms, except for in football. And that's what we have here as usual here this morning. The Assumption Royals last year, 0-9 overall, 0-7 in the Cloverwood Conference, head coached by Jeff Sullivan. They scored 14.5 points a game last year. Scored 14.5 points a game, gave up 49 points a game a year ago, and gave up more than 36 points and or more in every game last season. So they were supposed to play last week. Got called off after some mishaps with their with testing, and so Assumption Royals playing their first game of the 2020 season here this morning, which I believe it is homecoming, but tell me wrong if you are watching online. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in here. A good crowd for Rosholt coming here today. Assumption brings a good crowd as well, as Alex Sullivan being announced the final starter for Coach Sullivan and company here this morning. Again, Steve Aves alongside Mike Wendlandt, your exclusive Assumption Catholic High School broadcast partner here at Zaleski Sports in 2020. Have more Assumption Sports coming up on Tuesday. Have some volleyball as they take on the Stratford Tigers over at Assumption High School. We'll get into our whole upcoming schedule for you throughout the broadcast here this morning. Again, Rosholt knocking off Pacelli. They're ranked 10th in Division 7 right now. It was 26-19, the Hornets over the Cardinals, 20-7 at halftime. All 20 points for the Cardinals at in the second quarter. So Assumption will be working from left to right as we begin the game here this morning. Again, should be a dandy. Assumption looking to get back on the winning side of things after going winless last year. Coach Sullivan very optimistic of his boys here in 2020. Had a handful of games last night. We'll break those down for you as well. And we'll bring you our upcoming schedule for next week. We have 5 or 6 games next Friday night. A lot of them coming up here at Zaleski Sports. Alex Sullivan to kick it off from left to right. The opening kickoff of the 2020 season here for the Assumption Royals. And a nice kick end over end taken right at the 16-yard line. Comes to the near side looking for a block. Got a big block and ripped down right there at the 30-yard line. Tries to fall forward. A late flag comes in. And a nice return there by 44. Brock Leishik. 11:52 to go here in the ballgame. Just underway. Alex Sullivan getting his shoe and a chop block by Rosholt, which will move them back. So good start for Assumption. See what they can do defensively. Again, gave up 49 points a game last year. Coach Sullivan telling his boys to spread out. Everybody socially distant on the sidelines. Had a dandy of a ball game here last night from Southwood County 2000 Field. We'll get into that as the Wausau West Warriors knocked off the Lincoln Red Raiders 21-14. And Isaac Seacosh and company now, 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Back to pass early, and he's going to find his receiver and caught there by Josh Zick. And it's going to be second down and second down and 1 now. Isaac Seacosh last week in impressive fashion. Thought I had him for you. Guess not, as the Hornets didn't put their stats up on the handy-dandy internet, but gave up those 19 points to Pacelli, and an end around going to be swallowed up by Sullivan, driven back to the 29, gain of maybe a half a yard, and it's going to be third down and 1. Good read by the line for Assumption. Rosholt having to head over to Thunderbird Field next week. Take on the Iowa Scandinavia Thunderbirds. Big winners last night, 61-33. 3 in the backfield behind Seacosh. Hands it off. Going to go to the outside. Going to fall just near the first down, right at the 30-yard line. We'll see if they give it to him. It's going to be close, and they do. First down for Rosholt. Slipped on the grass, but a first down run there for Nevedomski, Blade Nevedomski. Head coach for Rosholt, 3 of them, Andrew Krieger, Sean Seacosh, and Mark McHugh. It's going to be first down and 10 for Rosholt. Working from left to right, just underway. Back to pass to Seacosh. Looking for his receiver and has him. And it's going to be caught at the 40-yard line. And he is going to go to the house. Touchdown for Rosholt. Josh Zick from 70 yards. And the Hornets are on the board here in the first quarter with 10:08 to go. On a 70-yard touchdown pitch and catch. From Seacosh to Zick. All right, we'll play with it in just a minute. The PAT is up, and it is no good. 10:08 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Rosholt. Flag on the play. And a running into the kicker on Assumption, so we'll keep it right here. Again, 6-0, 10:08 to go. Man, good crowd on hand here in Wisconsin Rapids, Southwood County 2000 Field, as Blade Nevedomski will have another opportunity to put it in. That one is up, and that one is good. The extra chance is complete by Rosholt, and with 10:08 to go in the first quarter, it's 7-0 Hornets.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing.
Your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
So good kick return there for Assumption. That's where they're going to start, right at the 45-yard line. Again, 7-0, 10:04 to go here in the first quarter. And we'll see what the Assumption Royals can answer back with Jack Klatt. 1st and 10 for the Royals at the 45-yard line. One receiver to the far side, full house for the Royals. Going to be taken up the middle, run over the defender, and a good rush there by Rico Franklin. Excuse me, Nick Lieberg on the carry. Ball on the 50, nice gain of 5 on the first play for Assumption. 7-0, just underway here in the first game of the season for the Assumption Royals. Give up a big pass play to start the afternoon, or the morning, I guess. Going to hand it up to Lieberg again, get by and run over the defender again near the 45-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd down and a half a yard for 3rd down and a half yard for the Assumption Royals on their opening drive here in 2020. News out of the NFL, 3 more Tennessee Titans testing positive. Cam Newton as well, so he will not be able to play against the Kansas City Chiefs. Going to hand it up the middle again. Lieberg leaning forward and a 1st down for Assumption. 3 straight runs for Nick Lieberg, the sophomore. And a good drive put together right now so far for Assumption after giving up that huge touchdown to Josh Zick. Again, they gave up, 283 yards through the year per game last year. Going to hand it up to Lieberg again. Might as well, right? Bounces out to the outside to the far hash mark, and Nick Lieberg continuing to be the ground and pound guy that Coach Sullivan needs, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 4. Good carry there by Nick Lieberg again. Jack Klatt, the sophomore quarterback. A very young team here for Assumption. 5 seniors on the team. 2nd down and 2. Under 8 minutes to go, first quarter. Hands it up the middle again. And falls forward Nick Lieberg for another nice chunk. And it's going to be another 1st down for the Assumption Royals. Ground and pound are the Royals. Their opponent next week, the Allman Bancroft Eagles, falling to Wild Rose last night, 22-8 in the Eagles' first game of the year. They were supposed to play Loyal last week, but due to cancellation of school at Allman, they had to cancel that game and played Wild Rose last night and fell to the Wildcats. Handed up to Lieberg again, and this time he's going to be stopped, fall forward for a gain of another nice gain for Nick Lieberg. Fresh legs here for Assumption, and they're showing it off right now. Pretty impressive drive for Assumption to begin things. Under 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 7-0 in favor of Rosholt. Might as well. No, this time Klatt's going to keep it. Pitch it out to the near side. Has room, gets the edge, and runs out of bounds near the 15-yard line, and they are inside the Draxler Transport red zone. Good run there for Assumption. Reed Dillman on the carry. Draxler Transport red zone. The Royals are there. Draxler Transport offers Estia Health primary care at 0 cost to the driver. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. I was in Stratford last night. There might have been either 1 or 2 trips to the red zone. Mike was in Iola last night, and there were 7, 10 maybe? Iola Scandinavia scored 9 touchdowns all on the ground last night. Pacelli put up 33. Bryson Cashin, who I talked to Bryson during I think Bryson was on the Sixers baseball team this summer. 337 yards on the ground for Bryson in a losing effort by 30 points. So tough night for the Pacelli Cardinals as they fall to 0-2 on the year. Klatt back under center. Cade Stats and Nick Lieberg, the running backs, with him, along with Reed Dillman. 2nd down and 5 for Assumption. Going to hand it off to Lieberg on the left side, fall forward. Another nice carry by Nick Lieberg. 3rd down and manageable inside the 10-yard line for Assumption. Stratford beat Wyoming Fremont last night 41-0. Talked to a handful of folks in Stratford, and they're thinking that last night was the first time that Waiwega has ever traveled and played a game in Stratford. First time being in the Central Wisconsin Large Conference are the Tigers. Going to hand it off to Klatt, and it's ball's on the ground, and it looks like it's going to be picked up by the Hornets, and it is. Pressure immediately, and Eli Trzynski on the recovery, and that is where the Hornets will take over. So the read option, or triple option, whatever it is, to Nick Lieberg pulled it out, and the pressure is on immediately, and it's going to be a turnover on the fumble to Rosholt with 5:17 to go in the first quarter. Again, Assumption was driving, and a tough break there for the Royals on the opening drive here in 2020. And now Isaac Seakosh and company back at it. Going to hand it off on the reverse to the far side. Has room. Goes Nevedomski. Gets to the edge to the 35, the 40, and gets ripped out of bounds near the 43, 44-yard line. And on the jet sweep, Blade Nevedomski on the carry. Going to be 1st down for the Hornets. Talked about how young this Assumption Royals team is. Rosholt's quite the opposite. Isaac Seakosh, a senior. Bo Nevedomski, a senior. Blade Nevedomski, a junior. A lot of a senior-heavy team for Rosholt compared to the Assumption Royals. Receiver to the near side. That is Bo Nevedomski. In motion, going to roll out to his left. Pressure immediately, slips on the grass. And credit him with a sack. Why not? Back to the 35-yard line. Alex Sullivan records the sack. Got here earlier this morning and saw how nice this field was, or is, after a big game last night, Wausau West and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, as the Warriors took down the Red Raiders last night, 21-14. Seakosh back to pass again. Pressure immediately, and it's going to be caught to the near side. Nevedomski breaks the tackle to the 45, the 40, and runs over the defender, trucks him, stays up near the 15-yard line, and a big run there for Blade Nevedomski. Near the 16-yard line, and Rosholt is back in the Draxler Transport red zone. Draxler has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile premium over van. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. Had him on the out route and broke a tackle, ran over a defender, and Rosholt, after recovering the fumble, right back in position to put another one into the end zone. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter, 7-0, as Nevedomski back in motion, hands it up the middle, going to fall forward and fall inside the 15-yard line near the 11. Brock Lyshik with the carry on that one. And it's going to be 2nd down and 5 for Rosholt. Quick moving first quarter, relatively speaking. Two receivers set, one to the far, one to the near. Full house backfield behind Seakosh with 3 back there with him. Going to hand it off to the third guy. Near side, run over, and falling is Zick again, and inside the 10, and it's going to be first and goal from the 7. It's a lot like what Stratford does. Very patient backs. Give it to the third guy. Let the first two guys block for him and see if he can hit the hole. Receiver to the far side is Skylar Filtz, for Rosholt. First and goal for Isaac Seakosh and the Hornets. Seakosh is going to keep it to the far side, cut back into the middle, and into the end zone. Touchdown for Rosholt. 2:34 to go here in the first quarter. Isaac Seakosh runs it in from 6 yards out. And it's 13-0 Rosholt. So they go the distance or the length of the field after recovering the fumble. And now Nevedomski for the PAT, and it is up. And it is no good. 2:34 remaining here in the first quarter. It is Rosholt 13, Assumption nothing. Back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids as the Royals down 13-0 here in the first quarter. 6-yard run by Isaac Seakosh, all set up by a fumble by Jack Klatt. And a nice kick there by Nevedomski, taken at the 15-yard line on the far side. Coming back near side is Dillman. Tries to break a tackle. He does. Gets to the 30-yard line. Good return for Reed Dillman. And that's where the Royals will start. 15 yards on the return. And nice job hanging on to the ball. And not getting it punched out on the hit from behind. So Assumption again back in action next Friday at Allman Bancroft, and then they come back and play next in 2 Thursdays to take on the Loyal Greyhounds, who knocked off Pittsville last night, 26-12. Up the middle goes Lieberg, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken there at the 32, maybe gained a yard. Picked up a yard, 2nd and 9 from the 32 here on the second drive for the Assumption Royals. Sherrill Tires, the factory direct tire sale through October 10th. That's next Saturday at Sherrill Tire. Factory direct prices on Kelly tires and up to $250 on mail-in rebates on installed Goodyear tires with the Goodyear credit card. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. Going to hand it up to Lieberg again and fall forward. Nick Lieberg might need a new set of wheels after his performance here this morning. Been a workhorse for Coach Sullivan with 95 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. 13-0 Rosholt. Then after the game against Loyal, that's a Thursday. Week 5, they head to Wild Rose. Week 6, they host the Pacelli Cardinals. And then Week 7, they finish up the season at Iola Scandinavia. A team I doubt, as Nick Lieberg up the middle falls near the 45 to the 47-yard line. First down for the Royals. And I can't imagine for the life of me that, because they haven't been in the same conference ever, that I can assume, especially since Assumption has been in WISA until 2000, that Assumption and Iola Scandinavia have never played each other. Handed up the middle, and Clatt will keep it fall inside Rosholt territory with 40 seconds to go in the opening quarter. So a lot of firsts, especially in the conference-only football conferences. Stratford and Amherst playing a regular season. Stratford, Wyoweega, Fremont. Iola Pacelli, that's a rivalry that is being renewed a little bit. Not much last night, as Pacelli's football is hopefully starting to come back a little bit. And Clatt has it, going to run up the middle, fake the pitch, and breaks a tackle inside the 40 to the 35-yard line. Nice read by Jack Clatt. Smart move by Jack, and that should do it here in the first quarter. Good run for the sophomore. One quarter in the books here from Southwood County 2000 Field. It is the Rosholt Hornets 13 and the Assumption Royals nothing. Hear from a couple of our sponsors and come back with the second quarter right after this.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Welcome back to Southwood County 2000 Field here on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School as the Assumption Royals trail 13-0 in Game 1 of the 2020 season. Steve Mavs alongside Mike Wendland here after one quarter of play in Wisconsin Rapids. The Royals were driving, and then Jack Clatt on a miscue fumble on an option play, on an option play, not a option play. On an option play. Fumbled it. The Hornets recovered it and then went and marched down the field thanks to Blade Nevadomski and Isaac Seakosh. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Royals. Lieberg has it, comes near side, falls forward. I believe that was Kate Stats on the carry near the 30-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down as an injured Hornet. That is Nevadomski. 2nd down and 6 or 7 for Assumption. So Assumption Sports coming up. We have volleyball on Tuesday against Stratford. I'll be there for the Tigers and the Royals. Friday, football. I'll be in Almond Bancroft for Eagles and Royals. And then volleyball next Saturday for that one. Far side, Dillman tries to get the corner. He does. Flag comes in, and marching it back for the Royals. Have 18 games coming up this next week at Zaleski Sports. Mike will be at Pacelli High School on Monday. See if the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday for Pacelli. As the Cardinals look to keep improving their impressive season so far. Coach Struble and her girls are undefeated. Have a couple, 3 games this morning at Rosholt, and hoping to continue their impressive year next week. Back in conference play against Shiocton on Monday. I'll be in Amherst for Pacelli and Amherst soccer. Kickoff at 4:30 of that one. So now 2nd down and 19, under 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Klatt under center, has it? No, that's Dillman. Tries to get to the outside, and nobody blocking for him. He's going to fall near the 45, inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. A big tackle there by Rafael Lugo. 3rd down and long for Assumption. Again, if you're just joining us, Assumption Homecoming 2020 here this morning as the Assumption Royals trail the Rosholt Hornets 13-0. A lot of these schools, obviously, you got to get the games in when you can and homecoming in when you can, and it's been a thing as there are a lot of motion and a huge block by Sullivan, and the flag's going to come in on the far side. Falling forward is Ryan Shaw, and it's going to be a flag on Sullivan near the 49-yard line. 2 flags on the play, 49 and 44. Blindside block against Alex Sullivan and Assumption, so that's going to march him back inside Rosholt territory. Still moving. There you go, 46-yard line. 3rd down and a mile here in Wisconsin Rapids. Let's see what Coach Sullivan has dialed up here for his boys on this play. Get a handful of games next Friday. We'll have all those for you. I'll get those to you just a little bit. Go through what Rosholt did last year on their next offensive possession. In motion, going to hand it off to Dillman up the middle. Another huge block, has room, falls near the 45, 46 is where Assumption is going to have 4th down and long. Again, thankful for all of our sponsors for sure as they help us bring these games to you. Live, free sports all fall long right here at Zaleski Sports. 4th down and 15, under 9.5 to go. Go through our schedule in just a moment. $13-0 Hornets. 2 of them, 2 Hornets back to receive. And it's going to be a fake, and it's going to be taken and go nowhere. A turnover on downs. Running there was Joey Moyer, and on a 4th down and 15, maybe gained 1 or 2 yards, and Rosholt will take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. So next Monday, as mentioned, Shackton at Pacelli, Pacelli at Amherst, Shackton at Pacelli for volleyball, Pacelli at Amherst for soccer, and a timeout taken by Assumption. We'll keep it right here. Stratford on Tuesday. Stratford at Assumption for volleyball. Almond is at Pacelli for volleyball. DC Everest is at Marshfield for volleyball. And then DC Everest is at Marshfield for soccer. So 4 big games on Tuesday. Nothing on Wednesdays. Thursday next week, Abbotsford is at Stratford. That should be a good one. For volleyball, Port Edwards is at Pacelli. Yeah, they're your 3 games right there. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Mike at Pacelli High School. Columbus Catholic is at Pacelli for soccer. And Hortonville is at Marshfield for volleyball. I'll be up in Marshfield for volleyball on Thursday. Friday, big slate of games for you on Friday. Assumption is at Almond Bancroft. Stratford at Spencer Columbus. We'll get into the Spencer Columbus game last night in just a little bit. Pacelli is at Loyal. Marshfield is at Wausau East. Again, that game, I don't know if that's happening. Wausau East is, I don't know if Wausau East is going to be able to play. Look into that for you in just a moment. Neilsville is at Osseo. Greenwood is at Port Edwards. That Greenwood-Port Edwards game, that is a 4 p.m. kickoff because Port Edwards is yet to get to to get lights over there just down the road from here. Wausau West is at Marshfield for swimming on Saturday morning. Hortonville is at Marshfield for soccer on Saturday morning as well. So that one is still up in the air. Marshfield at Wausau East for football because Wausau East played West last week, week 1, and then they had a little bit of a issue in school the next week, or this past week. They suspended competition for 2 weeks. So Marshfield, who hasn't played yet because of their testing, and Seacosh up the middle to Zick, and it's going to be second down. But again, Marshfield had to postpone their competition for 2 weeks, and now they're going to have to figure out a team to play next week, as Wausau East is going to be unable to play. Back to pass, Isaac Seacosh looking for his receiver. He's going to be swallowed up and taken down at the 39-yard line. Another sack for the Royals. Get you a number there, 72. Hunter Harms with the sack. Going to be third down and long for Rosholt. Try the hurry up pass play and did not come to fruition for the Hornets. Third down and 14 under 9 minutes to go at 8:10 remaining here in the first quarter, or in the first half. Not first quarter, first half. 4 receiver set, 2 near, 2 far. With a running back, Lyshik behind him. Back to pass. Rolling out to his right is Seacosh. Has his receiver as the defender slipped at the 45-50. Falls near the first down. It's going to be close. And it's going to be a first down for Rosholt. Needed 14, got 16. And a first down for the Hornets. Filtz with the reception and the run as the defender for Assumption slipped on the play. Talk a little bit about that Spencer Columbus game in just a moment. They took on Manawa last night. Another game that, another two teams that don't really play a whole lot, if ever, against each other. Onto the far side, and has the edge again to the 30, 25-20. And gets pushed out of bounds near the 15. Another good run for Josh Zick. And we're back inside the Draxler Transport red zone. The Hornets are there at Draxler Transport. Drivers are always home for their requested time off. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. So it's going to be 1st and 10 inside the 15. Or right at the 15-yard line. So it was 28-7 in the first half of that Spencer Columbus-Manawa game. Spencer Columbus came back, headed at 28-21 at halftime. And coming near side again, has the edge, cuts it back, does Nevedomski inside the 15 to about the 5-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and goal, 2nd and 1 from the 6. And then it was 35-21, I believe, at one point. And timeout taken by Rosholt. We'll do the same. 7:10 to go here in the opening half. Rosholt is driving. Be back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right. Free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to Grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at Grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids as the Assumption Royals backs against the wall here on Rosholt's drive here in the second quarter. 3 backs with Sikosh. Going to hand it off on the third one. Walk into the end zone does Nevedomski. And a touchdown for the Hornets with 7:05 to go in the opening half. Nevedomski from 6 yards out, and it's 19-0. Again, Rosholt Assumption has had their opportunities at times. The fumble on their opening drive. And now the Hornets going for 2, up 19-0. Hands it off. No, on the reverse, near side, and nobody near. And he's going to walk in for the 2-point conversion, and it is good. A flag comes down and a holding on the Hornets. And that's going to push back the 2-point conversion attempt a little bit more. A block in the back. So it's going to be a PA attempt plus 10. Back to the 16, so plus 15. PAT plus 15 here for the Rosholt Hornets. They lead 19-0 here in the first half with 7:04 remaining. Hear from our friends at Fleet Farm in just a moment. Again, I'll mention it again in just a couple seconds, but back to pass Isaac Sikosh across the middle to Nevedomski, and it's going to be broken up and incomplete. Had a couple of Hornets in the vicinity and broken up, and the 2-point conversion is no good. 7:04 remaining here in the first half. We'll take a quick break. Come back with a kickoff from Rapids.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Southwood County 2000 Field. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in here this afternoon, is it still afternoon, morning time? I don't know, what time is it? 11:45-ish. As the Hornets lead 19-0 with 7:04 to go here in the first half. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in here. Rebecca Zabluski. Hornets strong, she says. Assumption Catholic Schools, thanks for tuning in. Here from Fleet Farm right after our kickoff. And it's going to drop right in front of Dillman at the 20-yard line. Come near side, step out of bounds, and will be pushed out there near the triple jump, long jump sandbox. And that's where the Assumption Royals will start here in their next possession. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop for all things hunting. You can get everything you need for hunting from gear, supplies, clothing, and gaming processing, even hunting license. Find the top brands at great prices. Fleet Farm has something for everyone. You won't believe what you'll find at Fleet Farm. As Mike was mentioning right before we came back on, Toyland is open at Fleet Farm. Got our catalog on Wednesday. As again, always a great option there as Dillman gets it flipped to him, tries to cut back, falls past the 35-yard line to the 36-37. But if you ever need anything, just ask the fine people in the Blaze Orange, and they will happily help you out. But again, talking about hunting, which is coming up quickly. I think goose hunting has started last Saturday. But, yeah, hunting license, everything you need. The biggest get at Fleet Farm for hunting, the candy section. They have the best selection The pass near side to Dillman to the 40. Steps out of bounds, and look out, everybody, on the sidelines. First down for the Royals. Right at the 50-yard line. But again, if you're going to go hunting, sit out in their stand all day long. You got to eat. And Fleet Farm is one of the best places, if not the best place, for candy and food. My personal favorite, Pringles. Can't go wrong with Pringles in the deer stand. A little loud, but always have, the apple pies, boxed apple pies. Man, too bad there's no Fleet Farm in Wisconsin Rapids. I'll be there right away. I went there on Thursday night before our soccer game in Stevens Point to get a power cord and asked the fine folks in Blaze Orange where they were. Told me the exact spot, aisle, and sitting right there. People were lining up in the customer service area for licensing. First down for Assumption with 5.5 to go here in the first half. But thank Fleet Farm for coming on with us here this year and helping us bring you live free sports at Zaleski Sports all fall long. Came on right before the WBA state tournament, the Wisconsin Baseball Association, right before we went up to Hayward and Spooner. And going to hand it up the middle, has room, and falls forward. That was one heck of a weekend. Late flag, couple of them coming in. 15 games in 2.5 days in 2 locations, as the River Falls Fighting Fish ended up winning the state tournament face mask on Rosholt. 15 extra yards for the Royals. But again, that was a fun weekend up in Hayward and Spooner. A lot of great baseball, and the Fighting Fish from River Falls ended up state champions. If you missed any of those games, we have them up on YouTube. Go to Zaleski Sports and search on YouTube WBA State Tournament, and you'll be able to watch, I think, 14 of them. One of our other games got rained out. Rolling out to his right to Klatt, finds his receiver, and it's going to be caught and into the end zone. Touchdown, Assumption. Jack Klatt to Ryan Shaw. And the Royals are on the board here in the first half. What a beautiful pass from Klatt and a great catch from Shaw. And the Royals cut into the lead 19-6. Beautifully done on the flag route by Shaw. And the PAT coming, the 2-point conversion for Assumption. Hands it off to Lieberg up the middle. He's going to reach, and he's going to get it. And it is good. The 2-point conversion is good. Lieberg, nice stretch at the line. And with 4:47 to go in the first half, it is now Rosholt 19 and the Assumption Royals 8. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids as the Assumption Royals get on the board for the first time here in 2020. A 16-yard touchdown pitch and catch from Jack Klatt to Ryan Shaw. And the Royals now down just 11 with 4:47 to go here in the opening half. Alec Sullivan, will be back to kick it at the 40-yard line. The Hornets back to receive. Get a good crowd on hand. Couldn't have asked for a little cool, but it is. Again, it's weird to say week 2 of the high school football season, and it's October 3rd. Usually we're in shorts and short sleeve shirts at this time in the season, week 2. And Sullivan will kick it away from left to or right to left, and there's going to be an offsides on the kick. On Assumption. Going to back him up a little bit. Timing not quite there for the Royals on the kickoff. So, re-kick with 4:47 to go. Good crowd from Rosholt as well. Good crowd online. Thanks for tuning in online here on the Saturday morning. Closing in on Saturday afternoon. 9 minutes from the top of the hour. Alex Sullivan from right to left. And there we go. Going to be taken at the 27-yard line on the run. And going to be taken near the 41. That is where the Hornets will take over on their next possession here from Southwood County 2000 Field in Wisconsin Rapids. 70-yard touchdown on their opening possession for Rosholt from Seakosh to Zick. 6-yard run by Seakosh. And then Nevedomski on the run to put him up 19-0. And then a 16-yard pitch and catch from Klatt to Shaw. And try to get them to jump off sides, and they do. Right on top of the ball. That's one of the most frustrating things if you're a coach. You're 2 inside linemen right on the ball, jump off sides. Full house backfield for the Hornets. It was on Adam Moon, and now a false start. So 1st and 10, 1st and 5, back to 1st and 10. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Rosholt, right back where they started at the 42-yard line, working from left to right here in the second quarter. Assumption will begin the second half with the ball. And Seakosh hands it off to the far side. That's Zick again. Has the outside, has the corner, and falls pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line of Assumption. That's going to be 1st and 10 for Rosholt. Again, end around for the Hornets and have those lead blockers, and Assumption's pursuit is not quite there yet. 4.5 minutes to go, first half. Homecoming 2020 for Assumption High School. They trail 19-8 here in the first half. Hands it off to Zick again, near side. Excuse me, that's Nevedomski. And falls inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. It's going to be second down for Rosholt. .4:15 and counting here. Get into our awards and more athlete of the month in just a moment as well. 2 receivers, 1 near, 1 far. Full house behind, Seakosh again. 2nd and 8, 4 minutes left here in the first half. Rolling out to his left, keeps it himself. Gets by the defender and gets tripped up near the 35. A design QB rollout and a QB run, and Seakosh at the 34-yard line, 3rd down and about 4.5, 5 yards. I guess it'd be 3rd and 4 at the 34. Getting back with the Assumption Royals on Tuesday from the high school for volleyball. Back to the far side goes Zick, tries and cuts back and has room, falls to the 30, and a flag comes in at the 36, and it's going to be a holding on Rosholt. Again, that is kind of like what was it Melvin Gordon from the Broncos on Thursday? Kind of ran into the line and then came back and went around and scored the dagger for Denver against the lowly Jets last on Thursday. Had a little bit of a conversation with Trevor Zaleski on Thursday at the Pacelli soccer game. Listening to the Dan Patrick show as I do, they were wondering, would you rather be, or which sports city would you rather be in, New York or Tampa Bay? And a lot of people, especially now, Tampa Bay was their choice, back-to-backs. Isaac Seakosh, wide open, Zick near side, and going to be ripped down near the 35-yard line, 36, and gets a big chunk back, but it's going to be 4th down and 6 yards to go. Tampa Bay with the Lightning just winning the Stanley Cup, the Rays and the Yankees in the ALDS, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, obviously. And then you look at a city and a state like New York. The Mets, the Yankees are the Yankees. The Mets, the Jets, the Giants. But you look at, the Knicks. Yeah, we're not even going to talk about the Knicks. 2:07 to go, and I guess it is time. We can talk about the Knicks a little bit. Why not? The Giants and the Jets, they're not even in New York. The Meadowlands are in New Jersey, aren't they? East Rutherford, New Jersey. But still with the name, Giants, Jets. The Brooklyn Nets, new coach, Steve Nash, with a new coach there. Got Kyrie and Kevin. Kyrie making headwaves again, saying he's finally happy that he's with a clutch player like Kevin Durant after playing with LeBron after all those years. And the answer back that people have been saying, or for LeBron, which he doesn't talk back a whole lot, but he in pursuit of another championship. Just say, Kyrie, I'm playing for another championship here. And that's where the city and state of New York are. Islanders, New York Rangers. Talking about other cities on Thursday as well. Do you know Atlanta has a hockey team? we did not know until we looked it up. The Atlanta Thrashers. They're gone. Oh, well, that goes to show you how much I know about hockey. Rolling out to his left. In pursuit, he's going to be taken down. Stays up, and Lieberg with a sack all the way near the 48-yard line. And a turnover on downs. And that is where Assumption is going to take over with 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. So a big sack and a big turnover on downs here for Assumption. So again, yeah, that goes to show you how much I know a whole lot about about hockey. Thrashers moved to Winnipeg, yeah. Talking about some hockey teams as well. One of the best ones, back to pass is Klatt, looking for his receiver Shaw, and it's over his head and incomplete. As Klatt comes up, hopping a little bit, but I think there's, from what I remember seeing, 10 or 12 teams in all of professional sports that don't end with S, and one of the newest ones, or the newest one, in the Pacific Northwest, the Seattle Kraken, the newest hockey team in the NHL. Lovely. I love it. Dillman, the quarterback now, with Klatt set up to the wide receiver. Up the middle goes Lieberg, falling forward past the 40 to the 38-yard line, and a first down for Assumption. 1:45 to go in the first half. Assumption with a little bit of a momentum swing here after the touchdown, the turnover on downs, and now a good drive put together right now so far. Again, Dillman, the quarterback, going to hand it up the middle to Lieberg. Again, falls forward past the 35, inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Assumption with 2 timeouts left. It's going to be 2nd and 4 with 1:10 remaining. Klatt, the receiver, to the near side. Dillman still in at quarterback. 3 running backs behind him, taking a long time is Reed Dillman in motion, and he's going to keep it himself. Look for the pitch option. He pitches it to the near side and falls, slips in the grass, and a timeout taken by Coach Sullivan, and we will do the same. Going to be 3rd down and short with 52 seconds to go here in the first half. 19-8 Rosholt. Assumption driving. Back after this.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
52 seconds left. Coach Sullivan taking a timeout. He's got 1 left. Adam Schefter reporting that Patriots-Chiefs might be a Tuesday night game. Was that Mac football usually plays on goofy nights like that? Mac's not even playing. Hands it off to Dillman on the near side. Falls to the 25, gets pushed back, and it's another first down for Assumption. And clock will stop on the movement of the chains. And with 45 seconds left here in the first half, Coach Sullivan taking that timeout to set up a couple plays. And Jack Klatt under center. 35 seconds left. In motion, going to hand it up to Lieberg up the middle. Take a couple of defenders with him inside the 20, inside the Draxler Transport red zone. They got to hurry. 25 seconds left. Taking too much time to get back up to the line. And he spikes it. 20 seconds left. Going to be 3rd down now for Assumption. The Royals in the Draxler Transport red zone. Draxler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. Just past 12 o'clock here in Wisconsin Rapids, Central Wisconsin. Steve Mavs alongside Mike Wendlandt. Homecoming 2020 for the Assumption Royals. We're down 19-0, scored, and now it's 19-8, and on a run or on a drive here, and it's going to be hit and driven, and it's going to be 4th down. And a timeout taken by Coach Sullivan, his 3rd and final timeout with 12 seconds left here in the first half. They'll have it at the 16.5-yard line. And keep it right here, why not? As the game coming up from Greenwood, as the Auburndale Eagles and the Greenwood Indians do battle in 8-player football. In about 55 minutes, Jason Zaleski and Matt Dickinson on the call in Greenwood this afternoon. Again, Greenwood was supposed to play Bowler Gresham last night. Bowler Gresham with some positives in school. I think it was Bowler, not Gresham, but co-op for an 8-man football team. You got to take it where it is, and Bowler Gresham there with their test. So Newman Catholic knocking off Greenwood last week, 35-16. Newman, I think, I can look again, but they were heading to Marion Tigerton last night. Football field up there in Marion to play, or excuse me, baseball field to play football on. Marion winning state in baseball, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? Haven't been the same since. The Mustangs. Klatt under center. 4th down and 3, 12 seconds left. Rolling out to his right, looking for a receiver in the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted by Seakosh. And another turnover in the red zone. And the Hornets will take it 1st and 10 with 7 seconds left. See if Coach Krieger, Seakosh, and McHugh will just want to kneel it and finish it up here in the first half. Went to the end zone, didn't really give his receiver much of a shot to play it. And we'll see what the Hornets will do with 7 seconds remaining. 19-8, Assumption will take it to start the second half. 2 receivers set, 1 near, 1 far. Josh Zick, and now Seakosh will try it. Pressure's on, throws it up the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by Ryan Shaw. What a great interception. And with 1 second left, now Jack Klatt will have an opportunity to throw the Hail Mary. Good athletic play there by Ryan Shaw. And with 1 second left, we'll see what Coach Sullivan has for his crew. See how much time Klatt will get to heave it 49 yards. See if the sophomore has the arm strength to get it there. And it looks like they will. Now Reed Dillman will be in under center. Klatt, the receiver to the far side. See if they throw it back, and no, they'll run it right up the middle. And fall and break a couple tackles and still moving. But that will end the first half here from Wisconsin Rapids. Good strong run there by Joey Moyer to finish it up. But one half of action in the books here from Wisconsin Rapids. Assumption will start the second half with the ball. And it is 19-8 Rosholt. Steve Mavs alongside Mike Wendlandt here in Wisconsin Rapids. Homecoming 2020 football game here from Southwood County 2000 Field. Take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and get you ready for half number 2. 19-8 Rosholt. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Welcome back to Southwood County 2000 Field. Steve Mapes alongside Mike Welland here to get you ready for half number 2. Homecoming court announced at halftime. Jessie Grundhofer, homecoming queen here in 2020. So congratulations to her and all on the homecoming court here this year. Assumption will start the second half with the football. They trail 19-8. Touchdown pass from Jack Klatt to Ryan Shaw in that second quarter, and a couple of nice plays from Isaac Sikosh and Josh Zick. Nevedomski, the Nevedomski boys are doing well as well. Dillman will let it bounce at the 19-yard line, pick it up, run near side to the sideline, and get pushed back all the way to the they'll mark him at the 17-yard line, and that's where Assumption will start the second half. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in here this afternoon. Now closing in on 12:30 as the audience online is large and proud here this afternoon. Well, again, I'd like to thank everyone for checking in here today. Greenwood and Auburndale getting ready to play in about a half an hour from Greenwood. 8-man football over there for the Indians and the Eagles. Greenwood and Auburndale. We play here in the second half from Assumption, or from Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School on the campus, Southwood County 2000 Field, and Lieberg is going to be stopped and driven back. Maybe gained a half a yard, half an inch. It's going to be second down and 10 now. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors that help us come to these games, bring you live free sports all fall long right here at Zaleski Sports network of pages, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're all over the place. Klatt again under center. Going to hand it up the middle. No, he's going to keep it. Look for the pitchman, Duhlman. He pitches it out to him and doesn't go anywhere. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to be third down and long for Coach Sullivan and the Royals. Rosholt started out with the ball in the game, and Isaac Sikosh went 70 yards to Josh Zick on a pitch and catch to go up 6-0. Then Isaac with a 6-yard run. And then Blade Nevedomski with a run of his own, 19-0 at that point. Jack Klatt then to Ryan Shaw. Klatt out to his receiver. Dillman's got him open. Has the corner. Got a nice block to the outside near the 40, near the 50 inside Rosholt territory to the 49, and it's a first down. They've ran that play a couple times and has worked to perfection both times. Sneaks Duhlman out of the backfield and has him on the outside. Another nice pass by Klatt, and it's going to be first down for the Royals. 19-8 Rosholt here in the second quarter. Ryan Shaw's receiver to the far side. Dillman in motion again, hands it up the middle to Lieberg, pushes forward, falls forward inside past the 40 to the 38-yard line. Another first down for the Royals. Sun shining out here in Wisconsin Rapids. Frost advisory, freeze advisory, or something last night. Got below 30. Right now, 47 degrees. There's a chance of rain this afternoon. I think it might have come through a little bit, a couple sprinkles. Going to hand it off and go nowhere. Taken down is Kate Stats on the carry. Second down and 10 with 9:30 to go here in the third quarter. Give you the awards and more. Athlete of the Month sponsor in just a moment here at Zaleski Sports. Like to thank the fine folks over at Wards & More. Hands it off to Lieberg. No, Duhlman on the pitch. Cuts it back up the middle. Scampers to the 30 and another nice gain, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2 at the 30-yard line. Wards & More is your one-stop shop one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Wards & More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Vote for the Awards & More Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month at ZaleskiSports.com and visit Awards & More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order today. 4 athletes up for the award. Handed up to Lieberg up the middle. Gets the first down. Pushes past the 25 near the 20-yard line. And another big first down for the Royals. Good drive here for Assumption after getting pushed back a little bit. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line for Jack Klatt and company. Got all sorts of things over by, it's just right down the street from here, isn't it? Right behind us here is Awards & More. Right across the street from the old YMCA. Hands up the middle. No, Klatt to Stats, stiff arms the defender and goes nowhere. And loses a couple yards, and it's going to be 2nd down and long. Cade going backwards on his last couple of rushes. 2nd down now for Assumption. Yeah, right behind us here in Wisconsin Rapids. Old YMCA. New YMCA, of course, on the other side of town. Old mall area. Old VA near that spot. Up the middle. Big block by Stats, and Lieberg inside the red zone near the 15-yard line. They'll mark him at as Lieberg comes up limp. Make sure he's all right. The big runner for Assumption. A little gingerly on that right ankle. Right at the 16-yard line. This is where Assumption scored their lone touchdown. The Royals in the Draxler Transport red zone. Draxler offers Astia Health primary care at 0 cost to the driver. Visit Draxler Transport to apply today. And offsides are the Hornets. 44. Brock Lyshik on the infraction. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 11. 1st and 10 from the 11 for Assumption. 6:51 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 19-8 Hornets. Gonna try and jump the snap count on that last one by Lyshik, and it was ill-advised. Gonna hand it up the middle. Fall forward inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. Good run by Joey Moyer. Up to the 4-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Second and 3 from the 4. Assumption trying to cut into this lead. (19-8). Klatt under center. 2 backs behind him. They're going to hand it off to Moyer again. No, Dillman will keep it himself. He's going to fall forward, and it's a touchdown for Assumption. Jack Klatt kept it himself and fell into the end zone for the touchdown with 6:11 to go in the 3rd quarter. Klatt on the 4-yard run. And it's 19-14. He's trying to make it a 3-point game. 2-point conversion attempts coming for Assumption. Shaw, the receiver, to the near side. So maybe they didn't score. Klatt's going to keep it himself, and he's going to fall forward. So they score a touchdown the first time or not? So now it's the touchdown. So now is the touchdown. So the previous touchdown was no good, and now the 2-point conversion coming. So the previous touchdown by Klatt was erased, and then he ran it in just then. Going to hand it off to Moyer, and the ball is on the ground. 2-point conversion is no good. So the touchdown by Klatt, and with 6:11 to go. With 6:11 to go here in the third quarter, 19-14. Rosholt back to Rapids after this.
Experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Your choice to learn with small in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can get your liberal arts degree and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or in-demand employable skills. Start now to experience choice risk-free at Mid-State Technical College. Find out what risk-free means at mstc.edu.
Make sure you clear out the commercial layer. There you go. Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. The Assumption Royals once down 19-0, now 19-14. If it was 18-14, we could take a little trip down to Mississippi with Johnny Horton and company. Good old classic country from Johnny Horton. And now Alex Sullivan doing the honors again. 6:11 to go here in the third quarter. Jack Klatt with a half-yard touchdown run. And then the 2-point conversion was sniffed out and eaten up by the Rosholt defense. Couple of returners for Rosholt. Assumption working from right to left. And the kickoff from Sullivan to Squibber on the ground. And falling on it and dropping there is Charlie Walder for Rosholt. That is where the Hornets will take over 1st and 10 on their first drive here of the second half. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Sherrill Tire, Fleet Farm, Awards and More, Stratford Homes, Nasonville Dairy. We'll hear from the fine folks over at Nasonville in just a little bit. Draxler Transport as well. Dr. Dullman, Chips Hamburgers, Midstate, V&H Automotive, Hewitt's Meat. Seakosh on the second one, and great defensive effort there, and down goes Zick. And it's going to be 2nd down and 9. As well as Grassland Dairy, the Granite Shop, Bar and Fine, and Little Sprouts. Everybody tuning in here today, make sure you go out and thank all those sponsors that allow you to watch free high school football and high school sports all fall long right here exclusively at Zaleski Sports. Seakosh. Zick in motion, back to pass, rolls out to his left, looking for a receiver, has Nevedomski across the middle, he fumbles it, ball's on the ground, and Assumption comes away with it, and Assumption football at the 47-yard line. Poked out there and recovered by the Royals. 1st down Assumption. Momentum swing here for Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. 1st and 10 at the 47.5-yard line. Nevedomski was open, pass was behind him, he caught it, took a couple steps forward, and it was a poke out and a recovery by Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. 1st and 10 for the Royals. 5:25 to go here in the third quarter. Back to pass, Klatt looking for his receiver Shaw, and it's going to be incomplete. Miscommunication and a late flag. Get a little chippy down there between, who was that, 68, Rafael Lugo, and Alex Sullivan, personal foul on Assumption. So the conversation is personal foul on Assumption, and the somebody down there for the Royals said it was a late hit on Jack Klatt, and then whoever the personal foul was on was trying to protect his quarterback. So it's going to be a second down and long. Ball back at the 29-yard line. .5:21 to go here in the third quarter. In motion goes Stats, hands it up the middle to Lieberg, has room, and falls near the 45-yard line, back near the original line of scrimmage. Good strong run for Nick Lieberg. And it's going to be third down and about 13 for Assumption. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 19-14 Rosholt. Glad under center. And going to hand it up the middle again. Fall forward does Lieberg, and it's going to be fourth down and at least manageable now for Assumption. Fourth down and 5 now for Assumption. Scoring a touchdown, Jack Klatt on a carry with 6:11 to go in the third quarter. And then a forced fumble, and Assumption has it back. 4th and 5 now. .405 to go. Going to hand it up to the near side. Fall forward. It's going to be close. And he's going to be a yard short. Turnover on downs for Assumption. Big stop for the Rosholt defense. Stats on the carry and could not fall quite forward enough. It's going to be a first down for Rosholt. Pert near the same place that they started their last drive before the fumble. 1st and 10 for the Hornets with 4 minutes to go. Full house behind Isaac Seakosh. 2 receivers, 1 near, 1 far. And going to hand it off to Zink again. He's going to be taken down near the 45-yard line, a gain of a couple, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As soon as Greenwood and Auburndale start their game, we will get you updates from Greenwood. Beautiful afternoon here in central Wisconsin. Between quarters, we'll show you the trees here encircling the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. And hands off to Zink again to the far side. He's going to be stopped for no gain on the play, maybe a half a yard. He's still up, still going, maybe a yard on the carry. Keep those legs moving, and you never know what's going to happen. Third down now and 7 yards to go for Rosholt. Been pretty quiet since the first half. Their one drive, just 2 plays, a run and a pass and a fumble. .245 to go here in the third quarter. Seakosh back to pass now, looking for his receiver, still dropping back. And looking, has him open, and it's going to be caught at the 35-yard line. Pointed towards him, that's Bo Nevedomski on the catch, and it's a big first down for the Hornets. 2:30 to go here in the third quarter. Big third down completion up to the 35-yard line. Full house behind Seakosh again. Going to hand it off to the third back. That's Zink. That's Nevedomski. He's going to be taken down and ripped down by 56, Ben Elson. Second down and 8 now for Rosholt. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Touchdown drive by Jack Klatt and Assumption to start this quarter. Then had an opportunity, but a big personal foul. Pushing back those 15 yards and couldn't quite recover. In motion goes Zink. Hands it off to him to the far side. Jet sweep. Cuts it back to the middle. Elson, and the ball's on the ground again. And Assumption picks it up again. Another fumble by the Hornets. And a turnover and taken by the Royals. A huge turnover again. And on the far side, just frustrated with himself, is Josh Zink. And it's a 1st and 10 now for the Assumption Royals with 1:31 to go here in the third quarter. So 2 huge fumbles. And Assumption gets the ball back. 1st and 10, ball on the far hash mark at the 30-yard line. Going to hand it off to Lieberg up the middle, runs over the defender, the blocker, the ball's on the ground, and now they give it right back. And now the head official said he was on the ground. And it's going to be second down for Assumption. So it's going to be second down for Wisconsin Rapids Assumption with 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Rosholt coaching staff couldn't believe it. 2nd and 3 with 50 seconds left. Nick Lieberg has had quite the afternoon, or morning now afternoon, on the ground. And now Klatt pitches it up to Stats near side, gets pushed out near the 45-yard line. A flag on the far side of the field. And we'll see what the infraction is. Hold on Assumption. And that is a tough break because the holding call is on the far side, far hash mark, and the play came all the way over to this side. So hold, where the flag was at the 44-yard line. And so it's going to be second down and a couple. Oh, we'll figure it out. 2nd and 6. So yeah, they're going to put it right near the 35, 36-yard line. So second down and 5 with 5 or 6. Long 5, short 6 with under 30 seconds to go. Second down now. Receiver to the near side is Ryan Shaw with 20 seconds left. In motion with it again, looking for his receiver, and has incomplete. Threw it between Dillman and Shaw. Try to get it over the top of the defender. And it's going to be 3rd down and 5 now for the Royals. With 13 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 19-14 in favor of the Rosholt Hornets. A couple of fumbles here in the third quarter for Rosholt has given Assumption best opportunities of the afternoon to get on top. 3rd down and 5 now. Hands it up the middle, and he's going to be stopped and pushed back, and that should end the third quarter. I believe that is Lieberg again on the carry. 4th down and 3. That is what Coach Sullivan will have to talk to his team about coming into the fourth quarter. We have played 36 minutes. It is the Rosholt Hornets 19, the Assumption Royals 14. Back to Wisconsin Rapids at Southwood County 2000 Field right after this.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
All right, here we go. 4th down for Assumption as we start the 4th quarter. It's going to be 4th down and 3 for the Royals. And back is Kate's Stats. Back to punt for the Royals. And he will punt it away. Nice high punt. Took a huge Royals bounce, and it's going to be picked up and taken down Isaac Seakosh. Picked up by Seakosh and taken down by Shaw. And that is where the Rosholt Hornets will take over. 1st and 10 with 11:51 to go here in the 4th quarter. 19-14, homecoming 2020 here for the Assumption Royals. See if they can get another big stop to let their offense back out onto the field. Forced 2 fumbles so far in the second half. Just underway, 4th quarter. Steve Mavs alongside Mike Wendlandt here in Wisconsin Rapids. Hands it up the middle and a huge hit. Holy man, big hit there by Ben Elson on Lyshik. Hear it all the way from up here. Man, what a nice hit by Ben Elson. 2nd down and 11. 30 seconds gone by, 4th quarter. Seakosh back behind him. Back to pass. Rolling out to his right. Still rolling, and he's going to be taken down near the 12. A huge sack back there, 52. Gunnar Krause, I believe. That is Gunnar out there with a big sack for Gunnar Krause with the tackle, with the sack, and it's 3rd down and long for the Rosholt Hornets. Doman looks to the sidelines for some instructions on his defense. 10:35 to go. 3rd down and 16 for the Hornets. And going to keep it himself. Pitch man. And has room. Tries to break a tackle. He might have enough for the first. It's going to be 4th down and about 2. 4th and 1 maybe. Zick on the run. And we'll see what the Hornets coaching staff will come up with. And they're going to call for a measurement. It's going to be close. Good play call on the option for Seakosh and Zick. Right, the tip of the ball right at the 39-yard line. Mike's guessing a couple of inches. Is it 1st and 10 or 4th and a half a yard? And it's going to be 4th down and a half an inch. Still looking down there, and they gave him the 1st down. Wow. Generous spot on the marking, but 1st down for the Hornets. 10:05 to go, 10:06 to go. Had him down 3rd and 16 and could not stop Josh Zick. Rosholt ahead 19-14, clinging on to a 5-point lead here in week 2 of the high school football season. Finishes up with Greenwood and Auburndale. Near side again. Zick gets taken down, a big hit by Elson. Just hanging on to the ball was Zick. Ran out of bounds, and it's going to be 2nd down and 9. Zick and Blade Nevedomski with the 2 fumbles for Rosholt here today, both in the second half. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in right before the top of the hour here in Wisconsin Rapids. Steve Mavis alongside Mike Wenlett as Greenwood gets ready to take on the Auburndale Eagles. Changing their name over the summer. And Seakosh is going to keep it himself, try to get to the outside. Kate Stats was not fooled and gets taken down behind the line. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Great job by Kate Stats, the sophomore. This is a very young and very inexperienced team. A lot of these guys, 9 returning starters from a team last year. But a very young team, but a team that has a lot of experience from last year, not inexperienced. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Under closing in on 9:05 to go in the 4th quarter. Seakosh back to pass, rolling out, now steps back to his right, looking for his receiver, and he's going to throw it out of bounds, and it's going to be 4th down and 10 for Rosholt. Good pressure and good coverage by the Royals. Now let's see what the Hornets will do here on 4th down and 10. Under 9 minutes to go here in Wisconsin Rapids. Nevedomski back to punt. And great punt there. Wow. And Reed Duhlman will pick it up. Tries to break a tackle, and he won't get away at the 20-yard line. Great punt by Blade Nevedomski. Reed Duhlman picked it up, and it's going to be back to the 20-yard line for the Assumption Royals with 8:47 to go here in the 4th quarter. Put together a nice drive to begin the First and 10 for Assumption. Ball on the 20-yard line, down by 5. First game of the year for the Royals, looking to knock off the Hornets. Pitches it off, looks for his receiver, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be caught at the 40-yard line, Ryan Shaw. Cade Stats jumps in the air with excitement, pitched it out to Cade, threw it to Ryan Shaw, and it's going to be a 1st down, a gain of 20 yards. Right out of the change of possession, and it's a 1st down for Assumption. 8.5 to go, 4th quarter. 19-14. Hands it up. No, he'll keep it. Klatt up the middle. Has room. Past the 50 inside Rosholt territory to the 48-yard line of Rosholt. 1st down, Assumption. 32 yards on 2 plays. And it's a 1st down for the Royals. Momentum swung after the first fumble by Rosholt. And then a great defensive stop right here to begin the 4th quarter. Great punt by Blade Nevedomski. And Assumption's got the ball, 1st and 10. Stats in motion, hands it off to Cade to the left side. He's going to be taken down past the 45 to the 44-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down at about 6 for the Royals. Jeff Sullivan getting the play calls, relaying them to his sophomore quarterback, Jack Klatt. A lot of sophomores, freshmen, a couple upperclassmen. Hands it up the middle to Lieberg, falls past the 40. It's going to be close to the 40. It's going to be third down and manageable for Assumption. 3rd and 2. 7 minutes to go, 19-14. I've had a couple of great games on the docket so far this weekend. Another one here right now. I'm sure Greenwood and Auburndale is going to be a good game as well. Going to hand it up to Lieberg, gets by, falls forward to near the 35, and another Assumption first down. Third quarter, Nick Lieberg got up right before the touchdown and was limping up a little bit. Didn't know if it was cramps or his ankle, but has come back out and really has run as well as he has all afternoon. Just past 1 o'clock here in Central Wisconsin. C-Mavs alongside Mike Wenlett. Assumption Royals football exclusively right here at Zaleski Sports. Flips it out to Duhlman right before Klatt got hit. Stiff arms the defender. Gets pushed out of bounds. Past the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another good gain for the Royals. Second down and 4 yards to go now for Assumption. Long 3, short 4. 19-14 with 6:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Hands it off to Lieberg, and no, Klatt will keep it. Kept it inside of Lieberg's gut a little too long and couldn't take it out. That's going to be third down and 4 now. 5, 3rd and 5. Big third down here. You want to at least get 3 or 4 yards to make a fourth down manageable if it gets to that point. Both teams still 3 timeouts left. In motion, Lieberg will keep it. He gets the first down and more. Past the 25, inside the 25 to the 21, and another first down for the Royals. I guess if you can pick up 4, might as well get them, right? First down for Assumption. Assumption has looked as good as they have in a very, very long time. Did not look good last year. Again, a lot of freshmen and a lot of sophomores last year. Now those freshmen are sophomores and those sophomores are juniors. And Lieberg is going to get eaten right away. The blitz came. The snap count was red and jumped. And it's going to be a second down and 11. Under 5 minutes to go. 2nd and 10. 5-point game, 19-14. If you guys remember, if anybody remembers, don't want to bring it up because it's a sour spot in many Packers fans' sides, as Nick Lieberg falls past the 20 near the 15-yard line. Another good run for Nick Lieberg. But the Fail Mary came in a 19-14 game. We are in the Draxler Transport Red Zone. The Royals are in the Draxler Transport Red Zone. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. 4 minutes to go. Third down and 4. And the ball's on the ground. Klatt jumps on it, luckily for the Royals. Man, oh man. Fourth down now and 4 yards to go. 3 timeouts remaining for both teams. Ball inside the 20-yard line at the 16. 19-14. Assumption looking for the first win since 2018 season. 3.5 remaining. Klatt under center. Going to pitch it out to Duhlman. Looking for his receiver. He has got Shaw in the end zone. Touchdown! Ryan Shaw from Reed Duhlman, and the Royals have the lead. Had them wide open on the option pass, the play they started the drive with, and the Royals have the lead with 3:20 to go. Came back to the play that worked to start the drive, and the Royals lead 20-19. Duhlman with the perfect pass to Ryan Shaw. And the PAT coming for Assumption. And a lot of movement there. False start on the Royals. Again, started with Kate Stats to Ryan Shaw on the first play of the drive. And finished it up with Reed Duhlman to Ryan Shaw. For the touchdown on the 4th down and 4. 20-19 Assumption. What a comeback it has been. They were down 19-0 in the second quarter. It looked all but over, and then a touchdown. And Klatt looking for Sullivan and out of the reach of Alex Sullivan, but the 2-point conversion is no good. 3:20 to go in the ball game. It is the Assumption Royals 20 and the Rosholt Hornets 19. Back to Southwood County 2000 Field right after this.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids Assumption football at ZaleskiSports.com. Again, back to the lead for the first time here this afternoon now, as Jeff Sullivan pulling out all the stops here this afternoon. Started with a halfback pass to start the drive. With Cade Stats and Ryan Shaw. Finished up the drive with a pitch and catch from Reed Duhlman, who has played quarterback a number of times here, especially in the first half. From Reed Duhlman to Ryan Shaw for the touchdown. 2-point conversion was no good, but the Royals with their first lead here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Talked a lot about it. Homecoming 2020. A lot of young players for Assumption, and trying to pick up a win here to begin their 2020 campaign. Alex Sullivan to boot it away. Good kick there by Alec, and it's going to be taken at the 21-yard line to the far side. Has room, cuts up the middle, going to be swallowed up there at the 36-yard line. And that is where the Hornets will take over 1st and 10. Can't have any dumb penalties right now if you are Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. They lead by 1. Don't know about the leg of, oh, it's over here. Don't know about the leg of Blade Nevedomski. They've got 64 yards to go. 3:14, have a lot of timeouts coming from both sides, you would imagine. And offsides, free 5 yards with the clock not moving. 3 timeouts for both sides. Hear from Stratford Holmes in just a moment. Drove by Stratford Holmes last night. An impressive facility. And a false start on the far side, the wide receiver, and they'll march him right back. Take the first step to building your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes with a 110,000 square foot indoor construction facility and model home village located in the heart of central Wisconsin. Stratford Homes has been an industry leader in the systems built home market since 1973. Zikash, and it's intercepted! It's intercepted by the Royals, Joey Moyer! And the Royals will take over 1st and 10. Here in the 4th quarter. What a great read by Joey. Able to pick it off, and the Royals will have it 1st and 10. .310 remaining in the ball game. Looking for a quick hitter did Rosholt, and Joey Moyer was right there. Hands it off to Kate Stats up the middle. Falls past the 40 to the 37-yard line. Rosholt not yet taking timeouts. 3 minutes left. See if they can, I'm guessing, looking to see if they can get a stop. And then use them on offense if they can get there. Again, if you've missed any of this ball game here this afternoon or this morning, we'll have stats later up, or not stats, highlights later on Facebook, Zaleski Sports Wisconsin Rapids. As Klatt just taking his time, looking for the back official. Going to hand it up the middle to Lieberg, falls forward past the 35, inside the 35 to the 33. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1 or 2 now. Have an opportunity to talk to Coach Sullivan and a Zaleski Sports player of the game if Assumption's able to hold on here. Talk to Ryan Shaw if one of the sophomores who has been playing outstanding. Duhlman behind and now stops. Hand up in the air for the back official. Now he starts counting. And hands it off. Pitches it out to Duhlman near side. Tries to get the first down. Falls, and he will not. And it's going to be 4th down for Assumption. With 1:25 to go. Rosholt has 3 timeouts. Has not used a timeout. Man, oh man, what are we waiting for here? Nope. Yep. Okay. They're pointing towards Assumption for a timeout, but Rosholt takes a timeout after wasting 20 seconds at least to get that timeout called. 1:11 left. Back to Assumption after this.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Yep, I'm coming. Welcome back to Southwood County 2000 Field here in Wisconsin Rapids on the campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. It's going to be 4th down and 1 here for the Assumption Royals. An interception, 3 turnovers all in the second half for Rosholt. A couple of fumbles and an interception. And we'll see if Coach Sullivan and the boys can punch it in or punch a first down over the line here in the final 71 seconds. If they can, it's all but over. Klatt under center, points out the defense, and he's going to keep it. He's going to get pushed forward. It's going to be close, and it is going to be a tough spot. They're going to stop the clock for a measurement. The official on the far side says he did not come close, and the official on the near side did the same. It's going to be a turnover on downs. It's going to be Rosholt football with 68 seconds left. 2 timeouts remaining. Huh? Yeah, it was close. The extra effort with the push, but tough spot to give for Klatt. All right, here we go. 68 seconds left. 1-point game. 4 receiver set, 2 near, 2 far. We'll see what Isaac Seakosh can do. Back to pass. Pressure is on. Steps up. He's going to get swallowed up and taken down at the 25-yard line. And again, back it is the freshman Gunnar Kraus. He has played phenomenal here in the fourth quarter for Assumption. 45 seconds remaining. Seakosh back to pass again. Looking, has his receiver, and it's going to be taken down there. Inbounds, the clock continues to run. They stop it. And a timeout taken by Rosholt. Kate Stats with the tackle. 37 seconds remaining. Timeout Rosholt. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Nope, we can't do that. All right. Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. 3rd down and 9 for the Rosholt Hornets. 1 timeout remaining. Back to passes. Seakosh again rolling out to his left. Looking for his receiver. Looking for Novodomski. It's going to be intercepted right there at the 43-yard line. Ryan Shaw has done it, and the Royals will win it here this afternoon. Looking for Blade Novodomski, and Ryan Shaw puts it away for the Royals. 4 turnovers all here in the second half for the Hornets. And Jack Klatt and the Royals taking a couple knees, and the Assumption Royals, winless a year ago, will get their first win here in 2020 and the homecoming win for the Royals here this afternoon. What a ball game, down 19-0 in the second quarter, and come back for a win against the Rosholt Hornets. And a huge round of applause for from the Assumption Royals faithful here today, and rightfully so, as Jeff Sullivan and the Assumption Royals get their first win here in 2020, a 20-19 victory over the Rosholt Hornets. We'll take one quick break, come back with our Nationville Dairy postgame show, and wrap everything up here from Wisconsin Rapids back to Southwood County 2000 Field right after this.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids, and wow, what a football game here this afternoon. Well played by both sides. 4 turnovers all in the second half from Rosholt, and Assumption put those turnovers to good use here today. Time for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy has fresh sheet skirts made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. Ryan Shaw, 2 touchdowns and interception. The interception to seal it here today over the Rosholt Hornets. Man, what a game. Isaac Seakosh, Josh Zick, after that 70-yard touchdown pass, I didn't really think it was going to be much, especially being up 19-0, and then a touchdown pass from Klatt to Ryan Shaw. It was 19-8 going into half. Jack Klatt, a half-yard touchdown scamper, made it 19-14, and then Reed Duhlman to Ryan Shaw to put the Royals on top, and a interception from Ryan Shaw and from Joey Moyer in that sequence to finish it up here today. Man, what a game. What a great game. And again, congratulations to Jeff Sullivan and the Assumption Royals for win number 1 here in 2020 after going winless last season. With that, we're going to sign off. Again, thank you for tuning in to the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy has fresh sheet skirts made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. Man, what a game. What a way to finish the week 2 of the high school football season here at Zaleski Sports. Still one game going on. Greenwood and Auburndale. Head over and watch that one right after we sign off here. For Mike Wendlandt, pushing all the right buttons here today, making sure everything comes through without a hitch. This is Steve Maves. Again, final score from Southwood County 2000 Field here in Wisconsin Rapids. The Assumption Royals 20 and the Rosholt Hornets 19. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone, and we'll talk to you on Monday night.